Boleh direct upload.
I am Mr. Darshan, and I'm here today to perform a presentation. And my presentation is going to be on motivation and learning. Okay, first of all, if you could see my first slide, this got a small word written down there by I can't. Now, when we write the word I can't, how come we relate it with motivation? Because motivation is something to do with I can. So what we must get out from our mind here? Cut the word T away, and what will be left?
Can't.
I can. So this is where motivation starts. And with motivation, how we engage ourselves to learning. Learning, I can tell you one thing, it is no end to learning until you leave this world. Because if we look at learning, some people like to learn, some people don't like to learn. So that is where motivation comes into play. So, okay, so what I'm going to cover today is, during my presentation, is that first thing, I'll state what is motivation and learning. Second, I will explain the importance of internal, or we call it intrinsic, and external, which we call it also extrinsic motivations, and the implication of teaching. Now, what is motivation? Motivation, if taken from the book Learning to Teach, it is a process or behavior that initiate, direct, and sustain goal-oriented behavior. So, in other words, by the motivation given to someone, he can set the goal in his life of what he wants to do, what he wants to achieve in life. It doesn't come easily actually. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of sometimes method shown to you how you're going to progress in your life. So, as you can see, what is learning? With motivation, learning is acquired, okay, is a skills through study, experience, and being taught. That is how you keep learning in your life. Okay, so that is why if we look at what we do to our children, we send them to school right from the age, sometimes at the age of 3, at the age of 4, they go to what you call like preschools, and after that primary schools, and then secondary schools, universities, and so on. So this process will never end. The day you leave your studies, your university and all that, you start working, the learning process will never start. It's a no ending process, learning. So, what Plato said about learning? Do not train children to learn by force or harshness, but direct them to it by what amuses them, their minds, so that you may better able to discover with accuracy the peculiar bent of the genius of each. In other words, you don't force the child to learn, you don't punish the child to learn, but what you want to train the child is, he should come, the learning process should come from inside. He should like learning rather than being forced or punished if he don't want to learn. Okay? Now, intrinsic motivation. These are the models of motivation that we have. Okay, we call it intrinsic motivation. It's a motivation to perform a task for its own sake. The reward is the task itself. So it comes from inside a person himself, because he has got the desire to learn. But when you look at extrinsic motivation, motivation to perform a task for a reward from outside, or grades, that is like grades, money, and then positive feedback. So if you look further, I've got a diagram here showing intrinsic motivation and also extrinsic motivation. That means intrinsic motivation is what is inside a person. Sense of achievement. That is what a person wants to desire in life. And then curiosity. If you are curious, you want to learn. You want to go and do it. And the interest that you form inside you to go and learn. And also when you want to have self-pride and you will drive yourself to learn. You wouldn't want somebody to push you to learn. Only been told, then only you do it. So it is within you that you want to learn. And then when we talk about extrinsic, these are all. Why we put the words outside the person's head or mind? It is because all these are words from the outside, especially like money, grades, career, praise, and exams. So when you are doing, you have extrinsic motivation, it can be in the form of temporary motivation. But when you have intrinsic motivation, it is a long-term motivation that you have, and it will be there with you forever. You see? So these are the important things that you know, that why people need motivation and how it is interrelated to learning. So people will learn, some learn on their own, you don't have to be told. But other guys, they have to be motivated in the sense they look at rewards, what they get. Or you can do it you can even do it because if they fear punishment, they will go and study. Extrinsic. Yeah? Now, teachers play a big role also in class when learning is concerned. So teachers need to model passion for learning, because of one thing. First is their own interest in what they teach is not enough. Because when you see another aspect of it, they must also be intellectual, curious about the world around them. So if I am a teacher, I walk in the class and I'm not sure of what I'm going to speak to you, and if I am not in the atmosphere of teaching, then the students will not want to learn from you.
Yes.
You need yourself to be motivated enough to show them or to guide them that you, as a teacher, you are well versed, you are confident, and you have got the knowledge. Okay? Okay. Now let's look at implication of teaching. First, you need to become a role model for student interest. That is, deliver your presentation with energy and enthusiasm, like what I told you. This is the teacher himself need to be showing this role model and get to know your students. Now, know the students' background and your personal interest in them, and this will inspire them, their personal loyalty to you. You see, if I don't know the students in the class, I call you. It sounds very bad. But if I call you by name, that means I have got a interpersonal relationship. That means I know the students. Use examples freely. Why do you want to use examples freely? Many students want to be shown why a concept or technique is useful before they want to study it further. So if we show them, we prove to them, just like we have to carry out an experiment. That experiment is carried out because we show them, to prove to them that yes, this can be done. See? And then use a variety of student teaching activities. These activities directly engage students in the material or give them opportunities to achieve a level of mastery. So when they try, they know that they are achieving something that will drive them to learn further. And set realistic performance goals. Now, help students achieve them by encouraging them to set their own reasonable goals, showing what students have mastered, not what they have not. So, if I set goals very high and it is unachievable, what will happen? This will demotivate them. The next time they don't want to even try anything in their life. So be free with praise and constructive in criticism. So negative comments should pertain to particular performances, not the performer. If in general we can say, okay students, class, you see what you can do is you can improve things here, but I don't have to pinpoint anyone in the class to tell him that, hey, you are wrong, you are stupid, you are this. These are all demotivating. And when you use such words, people wouldn't want to learn. They are demotivated and you cannot make them go further in their life. And lastly, give students as much control over their own education as possible. You see what will happen? Let students choose the paper project topics that interest them. We should not force it onto them. If they do it out of interest, they want to do it good. And they will do best in whatever they feel that is nice for them or they want to develop themselves. Okay? So with that, if a teacher succeeds when the interest and curiosity of the student is fully maximized to boost their effort to develop their model for learning processes. The successful student shares new knowledge with others and the successful student inspires others by examples. So in other words, if the teacher is able to do that, that means the process of learning has taken place. You have transferred knowledge from yourself to the students and the students are able to go further in their lives. So with that, I'll end my presentation, and if you all have any questions you'd like to ask, I am here to answer. If I cannot, I'll make sure that I'll find out for you further. And any questions? No question. So with that, I end my presentation here. Thank you very much.